What's up, guys? Brad here, and today we're going to be looking at the decks that I've created for Journey to Ungaro and what I feel are the top of the line right now. What I don't feel like is working out too well, and well, obviously this is just my opinion because I'm not a pro or anything, but just what I've seen on the ladder for the past 24 hours 'cause it's the first day. So basically, what I have created are four decks. I didn't really focus on anything else. Mage, I feel like, is one that I could potentially look into still. But Warlock, I have like nothing for. I just didn't feel the need to craft anything for. Priest, just to me, is not fun. And Druid, I couldn't get to work at all. Then Warrior, it's like on and off. I think Warrior could be pretty good. But anyways, so these are the four that I created. I've got a Quest Paladin, Elemental Shaman, Dinomancer Hunter, and a Quest Rogue. My Quest Rogue is probably my least refined. I would say I made it once, and I know that that's probably the strongest class right now. But I'll show you. Quest Paladin's the first one I made, and it's not amazing, but I feel like this is probably one of the more refined decks that is trying to be a Quest Paladin that's going to actually work. Most people that are making the Quest Paladin aren't looking at like the Arcane Giants or Yoxaron, which is huge, I think, because you're using so many one-cost minions, like spells. Excuse me. And your quest counts as one, anyways. So another one too, Devilsaur Egg is pretty great for it. Now the problem I found was trying to fit in like. If you're trying to fit in the Consecration, it's a great spell, and I found that I needed it more often than not. And Mana Addict can be useful, not the greatest, but you definitely buff that up to hit pretty hard. And the one card which is in here that's probably just for testing reasons. This is from just last night, right before I went to bed. What I played. So Smuggler's Run. I only threw it in to have like a little bit of an extra buff to most of my guys, such as the Mean Street Marshal, so then you can guaranteed get a draw, and also for Devilsaur Egg. That's basically the only reason. I'd probably say take those out easily, and I'm not sure. I tried to make it like a Murloc deck before. I had just basically Murlocs or minions, and it was not the greatest. I'd probably say the easiest thing just to throw in a Selfless Hero, or you could just throw an Equality Consecrate in there. And yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'll figure it out later on. But easily probably the best deck that I made and I played is the next deck, Elemental Shaman. I ended up going 10-1 with this deck. And then again, I am also a lower rank, but still 10-1 with experimenting. Pretty good. So we got just basically you throw in just whatever elementals you need, the good ones. I didn't throw anything that wasn't great. So Firefly is just only in there to have your elemental played. You just throw it there for. They got Blood Mage Thalnos for Maelstrom Portal. And for a card draw, also. Devolve is very good in this meta right now. It helps a ton. There's only one deck the one deck I lost to, surprisingly, was Druid. And it was just because they had such big minions that got the quest off and couldn't really devolve anything. It just went from like a 12 drops to 12 drops. So, yeah. I threw in the Galaka Crawler just because I was seeing some pirates still. Actually, towards the end of the night, I didn't see any pirates at all, other than Rogue. I didn't see anything. So, but I played this in the beginning of the day. This is my second deck I made. So yeah, Maelstrom Portal, pretty fun. I had a few fun cards come out of it. So nothing too special to say about that. Everybody knows that card. Hex, just for the big minions, get rid of them. Also works great with Devolve. So they play something big. You want to make sure you get a low minion curve on their side. Hot Spring Guardian. This is actually a great card, and we all knew it was going to be a great card, but the heal helped tremendously for getting things healed back up. Minions, I never used it on my face. I basically just healed up my other minions and made sure they stayed alive. Igneous Elementals, same thing as Fireflies. When you get the 2/1/2 Elementals in your hands, great. Manatide Totem, this is one I just threw in for an extra card draw. I don't know if I'd really say this is a guaranteed spot, but it's okay. I don't know. The new Water Speaker, just good heal, good stats, can't really complain. Telvir Stone Shaper. Now this card was awesome. When I first played it though, I didn't realize it's not an elemental. So yeah, gotta be careful with that, because then I ran into the Servant of Kalamos and I wanted to play it and I was like, ooh, gotta pass. But yeah, nonetheless, a very strong card for 4 mana. Like a mini, what the hell is that one card called? Hey, let's see what it's called. Like a mini Sunwalker, yeah. So, anyways, at least the Trailblazer just threw in there for fun. Only got to see the pack once, and that was awesome. I didn't realize you like open a pack and it could be like from other classes. I was like, holy shit! Got like warrior cards and everything. It was awesome. Loved it. Probably easily my favorite card so far. But then Fire Elemental, obvious. Blaze Caller is just freaking overpowered as shit. Stone Sentinel, it's pretty good. Wouldn't say it's the strongest, but it's pretty good. Blaze Caller just destroys it, and Kalamos is just insane. Yeah, Kalamos is insane. So that's that deck. And probably my favorite deck I've been playing is the Dinomancer deck. Absolutely loving this deck. Having a lot of fun. I've done a little tweaking to it since I've been playing it, and I think my win rate's like 60s, 70s with this deck. Not 100% sure off the top of my head. Yeah, it's like mid 60s. So basically, you got Alley Cat, Firebat, Jeweled Macaw, and Stampedes. So you got kind of a lower curve for 1 cost minions. I had Rapture Hatchlings in it, but got rid of them because they're just kind of flooding my deck of 1-drops, and I'm not doing the quest because the quest isn't very good from what I've seen, and got rid of that. Then we went into Dinomancy, obviously the card from the deck spacer based off of. It's insane. Yeah, I love it. I think it's very powerful, maybe too powerful for a hero power. But yeah, it's probably the best hero power ability that's gotten put into the game. Since, like you know how they have a shadow form for priest, or they even had for hunter that one card that would let you aim your hero power wherever you want. But this is by far tenfold better. Just found a ton of times where it was so useful. Crackling Razor Maul also, I skipped over this one. Very good card. My favorite thing to do with the Adapt is if they have something huge. It's a gamble, I know, but try to find that poisonous on that 1/1 creature, that 1/1 beast. That's the best one. Once again, got the crab pirate eater, because just threw one in this one. Because as I said, I started seeing less and less pirates, so I found that card being a little less useful. Revstar Runt, easily one of my favorite cards right now. Super powerful. Problem is usually I don't play it on turn 2, because I'm not, unless I have Alley Cat and they don't do anything with it. Most of the time I'm not playing them on 2. Scavenging Hyena is crazy right now with this deck. Probably the biggest card I have in this deck right now. It's up there with Savannah Highmane, but this card it gets buffed like insane amounts because of all the small guys, and then you throw in you buff it a few times. Usually I kind of keep that one away. I don't buff it as much because I don't want to just like destroy myself as have somebody hex it or whatnot. But yes, Scavenging Hyena, man, that is one hell of a card right now. Animal Companion, you know, not much to say there. Egg Napper. I threw one of in this just to kind of have an extra 3, something for the 3 drops here. And because you're getting 2 1/1 beast when it dies. So as I said, have a few more 1/1s. You could, you know, get the Scavenging Hyena buffed up even more, or even top that. You can, you know, get the adapt onto one of the 1/1s and try to, you know, get poisonous or something. Kill command, pretty self-explanatory. Cult Master also. I have all these small creatures. You know, run them right in. Boom. Get some card draw. Keep your hands full. Probably could use 2 of them in the deck, but as I said, I'm trying to refine this a little bit more. Might take out the Galactic Crawler for maybe another Cult Master, depending on what I see on the ladder of Pirates and whatnot. Infested Wolf, same type of thing. Got a Beast with summoning 2 more 1/1 Beast. Lisa Trailblazer, just threw it in because it's such a fun card. That's another one I guess I could maybe take out and put in the Cult Master for. Not sure. I have to think about that. Pulver Warden. Man, this card is crazy. 5 mana, 3/5, draw 2 cards. Kinda can't beat it. Especially with like a card like Jeweled Macaw. Jeweled Macaw is pretty insane. I didn't really talk about the 1-drops either. I'll talk about one other one. But yeah, this card helps refresh, because the one thing I'm noticing with this deck is that I will end up running low on cards. I never run out of cards, but I run low on cards. And because I have a few ways to keep my hand full. But I run low, build it back up, run a little bit low, build it back up. Kind of repeats like that. But yeah, this card's been doing a lot of work. Love the card. Another thing too, it's not a beast. Also, it's another fun thing you gotta keep an eye out for. That's Savannah Highmane. Needless to say, a great card. But yeah, I wanted to talk about Stampede. So Stampede is one of the cards I would say that it's great. The only thing that you have to be careful of is the fact that with this deck, it's not very low cost, so that's kind of a scary thing for me. I was having fun when I was, you know, dropping 2 Jewel Macaws with it, and then get like an Angry Chicken or whatever. Even though Angry Chicken don't laugh, could be fun thrown into a deck. Angry Chicken might be the new meta, man. If you could buff that thing up, you can get one hell of a chicken going. But yeah, this is a fun card to play with. I love you're able to get any beast, so you can get the Druid Beast and whatnot. Yeah, very fun card. Definitely, I would say out of any of the decks that I mentioned, everybody's gonna try the Elemental Shaman. That's just needless to say. The Paladin's okay. It's not very fun. This is by far the most fun deck that I've played. I have the most fun with it. I don't care if I lose. I don't care if I win. Just having a blast playing the game. This is what Hearthstone's about right here. Something like that. To me, that is. If you're trying to play the Quest Hunter, you're going to be disappointed. I'll tell you that much. So, let's go. Final one, the Quest Rogue. Yeah, not much to say other than the fact that don't even look at my build. I'll go over what I put in, but I built this last night. I played, I think, 2 games with it. I just know that I played it 2 games. I was watching a bunch of streamers. I was playing against it, and it's probably the strongest deck right now out there. And surprisingly, though, because the Quest, most people didn't think was going to be as strong as what they I don't know, people didn't think it was going to be the strongest Quest. They thought that, you know, Mage is going to be insane. I've seen like 2 Mages on ladder, and it's horribly hard to try to get that quest done, I've found. Because I made 1 Mage, played 1 game, and I'm like, this is really hard to play. And I'm not a big freeze mage kind of guy, so yeah, it wasn't my cup of tea. But Yeah, just throwing backstab, preparation, shadow step. Not gonna really go into too much. Fireflies works great because you kind of just bounce back, get to you get the elements in your hand. Uh, Low cost. You say patches and the pirates here, just because you can, one swashbuckler feeds up your hand. Two, it thins your deck a little bit with patches, and plus the charge if you get the quest off, you know do something insane. Remember, you could preparation your quest, so that's something you want to think about. Yeah, Thistle T2. You'd probably get rid of one of these. I think 2 is too many, especially since I think you want preparation your quest and preparation one Thistle T. That would be my guess. So then, obviously, the quest, Blood Mage Thalnos, just for a little card draw, and for some of the spell damage stuff I have, like Eviscerate and Shiv. Probably get rid of Blood Mage Thalnos easily. Kind of just throw them in stuff because it's card draw. I don't know why. And it's spell damage. It's like 2 in 1. So Eviscerate, you say Novice Engineer just because card draw. And it's also a great target to Shadow Step and try to bounce back. Now, the one thing that I'm missing in my deck here that I would say probably want in your deck is you want the pandas. You want Youthless Broodmaster, and maybe even the Ferryman, so you can bounce these cards back in your hand. As I said, I made this quick. I was trying to make it not so centric around the quest. I wanted to be able to stand on its own in case I couldn't get the quest done. And probably not the right way to go. I would say, if I were to edit it very quickly, I'd probably say get rid of 2 of him, and then get rid of that. You throw in the Brewmaster in here. Throw 2 of those in, and maybe even just the Ferryman. It's one of them. Oh yeah, 1 Thistle Tea. That's probably the way I would build a deck right about now, from just my basic understanding of it. And yeah, it's, as I said, I would just watch somebody who's actually played the deck. I've played it a few times. So, I've got Shaku the Collectors. I mainly put these cards in because they're fun, and because they will kind of regenerate your hand, have a few more things. Shadowcaster's another great way just to get a card, same name in your hand. Yeah, so I think I pretty much went over everything for this. Now, really quickly, let's go over the cards I think that people will be sad to hear that they're not as good as what they thought. So first off, Jungle Giants is a little harder to get off than most people think. I think the meta's a little too fast for it. Once it is off, though, you get the quest done. It kind of dominates, just because you could you're playing such big minions. Seems like people are playing Jade Taunt Druid right now with the quest. Keeping it simple with that. I can already tell you that I said Giant Anaconda was going to be good. It's not good. That was easy. I just took a guess on it. The Marsh Queen is not good. It's so hard to get. It's just so hard to get it off. Nothing else to say there. Let's see here. Open the way gate's a little bit harder, as I said, I think, to get off than most people thought. Primordial Glyph is great. That card's the if this is gonna go off, it's because of this card here. Mana Bind doesn't seem too amazing. I haven't played this card yet, but I don't think that's gonna be very good. And yeah, so let's go in here. Spike Ridge Steed is probably one of the strongest cards in the set, I would say, surprisingly. The card is basically a better Sludge Belter. I mean, it sucks because if you don't have something on the board, then it goes away, but it's, you know, a 2/6 that goes into a 2/6. But you're also buffing something on the board, so it's like, even if it's a 1/1, it's a 3/7 into a 2/6. So it's crazy, especially, and if you put it on this Primal Fin champion, it blowing shit away. Haven't even played Sunkeeper Terran, but that seems fun, doing the control paladin. Yeah, let's see. I do not find priest to be fun at all. Seems kind of mindless and boring. And I got the golden quest, so that's always fun. But yeah, it's so simple to make. I mean, you just throw in all death rattles and they're decent. I heard that doing the spell version of it, I don't have the legendary, so obviously I'm not gonna do it. But I think, other than the fact that the quest rogue, sad to say, I don't think that there's any other way to build a rogue right now. It's gonna be pretty hard. I'm seeing people try to do the Murloc Shaman. It seems to do okay. I still think Elemental Shaman's gonna just stomp over Murloc Shaman. Volcano, pretty good board clear. Pretty good board clear, but it's only if you don't have anything on the board too. Kalimos Primal Lord, probably the best legendary in the game. I don't have anything for Warlock, so it's hard for me to say, but it seems to be decent, actually. And I would say that this is a very strong card. Hard to get through, and man, I think the thing that people are looking at for like the Lakari sacrifices, you don't really care what you're discarding too much. I mean, you don't want to discard like a card you're going to play next, but in the long run, it's like, if you discard something, just, you know, obviously this is the main card you want to discard, but if you discard something, it's like, whatever, then it's just, you know, getting to this a step closer here. And yeah, I'd love to, that's the next one I want to get. I want to get these two legendaries, and I'll be happy. Blood Bloom, I haven't even seen played, so can't even comment on that. I said that card's probably going to be one of the stronger ones. The Warrior Quest seems to kind of play itself. I want to play this, so let's see. Yeah, it did okay. I played a little bit of it, nothing special. I think Murlocs are a lot stronger than what people are thinking. I don't have Finja, so it kind of sucks for me. Haven't seen this card like at all. People are playing with it sometimes, but nobody's like playing weapons, so it's not really the meta for it. Anything else that sticks out to me? This card I think is going to be very strong. I think if a control meta ever comes into play, this will be played 2 of easily. As you can, you know, like if Druid becomes big, excuse me, Druid somehow becomes big, you could draw a card, you can get like you know, an 8-drop into a 5-drop easily, and you know, because they're playing a lot of big minions. I think Bittertide Hydra is going to be good. Elise is obviously good. Hemet is going to be okay, maybe in something like that Druid I was talking about, but I'm not sure. And yeah, that's about that. I got this guy. I wanted the golden Ultra Sword, but I didn't get one. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. That was a long rant there, but hopefully some of the information was decent. But we'll check back maybe in a few days and see where things are at. So, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great one.